In this video, we will be covering and solving the entire verbal section of the last year's CMAT paper. So why waste time? Let's get into it. All right, the first question. Pick the odd one out from the following options. Okay, that means there is a pattern and one is completely not following that pattern. What do you think? What do you think? Let's keep this session interactive. Kindly pause the video and put the answers below. Okay, put the answers below and then once you've commented, then check the answers. What do you think is the odd one out here? Go after, go through, go about, and go fast. In these four words, three of these phrases are phrasal verbs, whereas one is not. What is a phrasal verb? It's a combination of a verb and a preposition, right? Look down. I look down on you. Okay, look down literally नीचे नहीं देखना होता है. Look down means I disrespect or I do not respect you. Okay, so out of these four, one of them is not a phrasal verb. Okay, and that is go fast. Okay, phrasal verb का कभी literal meaning नहीं होता है, उसके alternate meanings होते हैं, right? Like go after something. When you're going after, you chase it, go after your dreams. Go after एक ये भी होता है follow करना, दूसरा होता है chase करना किसी को. Similarly, go through something. When I say go through it, दीवार तोड़ के उसके थ्रू नहीं निकलना है. When I say go through, I mean that you summarize and go through all the concepts. Okay, so all of the other words are phrasal verbs except go fast. इसका एक ही मतलब होता है भाई, जल्दी जा. That's it. Next. Identify the usages of the word puzzle in the following sentence. Okay, it's a part of speech question. The student got puzzled solving the puzzle. Okay, puzzled हो गई, ठीक है, कुछ हुई, okay, कुछ काम हुआ उसके साथ, ठीक है. This is a verb, it's an action that is happening to her, therefore puzzled, this one is a verb. The other one, solving the puzzle. Okay, name, place, animal, thing, feelings, they are all nouns. Puzzle is a thing. Therefore, it is used as a noun and a verb. Okay, pick the correct option to complete the following sentence. The teacher never dash in the class. This is a subject verb agreement question. Okay, the verb must agree to the number of subjects. Okay, what is the nature of subject? Is it singular or plural? Teacher is singular, therefore you must pick a singular verb. Okay, it cannot be sleep, it has to be sleeps. Okay, is sleeping nahi ho sakta hai. Is sleeping is present continuous. Okay, this is not talking about present continuous, and this is also wrong. Has, sleep itself is wrong. Okay, has और have के साथ हमेशा third form of the verb लगता है, which is called the past participle. तो has slept होना चाहिए. So the entire option is only wrong. Okay. Next, pick the correct option given below to replace the underlined word phrase in the given sentence to make it grammatically correct. Do you know that dressing properly for an interview can earns you those brownie points which will help you get the dream job? Okay, can earns you. Okay, again, this is again subject verb agreement. Your subject is you here. Can you use earns? Can you use singular form of verb with you? क्या आपकी टीचर ने कभी ऐसा कहा है आपको, यू इज माई फेवरेट स्टूडेंट या इज यू कमिंग? यू आर माई फेवरेट स्टूडेंट, आर यू कमिंग? ओके, सो यू के साथ हमेशा प्लूरल फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब लगता है. earns is not plural, it's singular form of verb, therefore you will write can earn you. All right, you don't need to change any tense. Okay, this is not going to happen in future, it is just a simple fact, so it will stay in simple present. Next, pick the opposite word in meaning to the word doleful. Okay, doleful. Now this is an independent word meaning question. ये तो या तो आता है या नहीं आता है, इसका कोई ट्रिक नहीं है, ना ही इसका कोई हिडन लॉजिक है. Okay, if you know this, kindly attempt it, otherwise I recommend skipping this. Okay, doleful means sad, means mournful. Okay, so this is a synonym for this. इसी का ऑपोजिट क्या होगा? cheerful. Sad का opposite happy. Cheerful is full of happiness. Somebody who's jovial. Pick the correct passive form of the given sentence. He urged the council to reduce the rates. Active passive में क्या होता है? Active में subject, predicate और object ऐसा order follow होता है. पर passive में क्या होता है? Subject, हमारा main hero जो है ना वो sideline में हो जाता है. So here our main hero, which is he, अर्जिंग का काम कौन कर रहा है? सब्जेक्ट इज द डूअर ऑफ द एक्शन. ओके, ही इज द सब्जेक्ट. ही विल टेक एंड अज्यूम द रोल ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट हियर. सो ये पीछा चला जाएगा और अपना ऑब्जेक्ट आगे आ जाएगा. सो द काउंसिल अर्ज, no, the council was urged by him to reduce the rates. Now by him, again you can remove it or you can add it. Now there is no option that says urged by him, but there is an option that says the council was urged to reduce the rates. So this is correct. Technically it should be the council was urged to reduce the rates by him. I understand, but you can also easily omit by him. हम बदलते क्यों हैं एक्टिव से पैसिव से, एक्टिव सेंटेंस को पैसिव से? इसीलिए क्योंकि कभी-कभी सब्जेक्ट ज़रूरी नहीं होता है, ठीक है? जब सब्जेक्ट ज़रूरी नहीं है तो उसने तो लिखा भी नहीं है. So it is completely fine. Even option D is correct. What will you do? You will just put your main hero at the last or remove it at all. Next, now this is called a close passage. C-L-O-Z-E, a close passage, where you have to fill the blanks with the most appropriate words. If you read it, if you pause and read it, this whole passage will make you gag. It will make you throw up. That is how bizarre the given passage is, and I will not even waste time explaining you the passage because there is no time in the exam to understand the passage. Okay, you can just solve the entire given blank with just one line. Okay, check this one out. This particular skepticism of the reach of reasoning dash not yield. Okay, कुछ verb आएगा इधर. See, first blank का, oops, first blank का verb है. कौन सा verb आएगा? Check करो. This particular skepticism of the reach of reason. This particular skepticism. Skepticism is a concept. Okay, it's an abstract noun. इसको आप गिन नहीं सकते और जो भी आप गिन नहीं सकते उसे आप हमेशा सिंगुलर अज्यूम करते हो. इसलिए ये क्या होगा? Does. Okay, does होगा, do नहीं होगा, have नहीं होगा, has भी नहीं होगा, because you can't change the tense. Okay, this is a general fact. ये general fact है, तो simple present में लिखा जाएगा. Next blank. Any ground for not using reason to the extent one can in dash the idea of justice or any other notion of social relevance. Okay, here you will simply follow the rule of parallelism. Focus what the other verbs and how the other verbs are written. Okay, not using, okay, it is written with the ing form. Therefore, you will continue the consistency and make sure the entire sentence is parallel. Therefore, out of all of these words, you will use pursuing. Why? Because that is the tone or that is the tense that is being followed in the entire sentence. The same logic applies here also. Try this one yourself. Okay, pause the video and put the answer for the third blank. There is no compulsion, as is sometimes, to eliminate every reasoned alternative except exactly one. Okay, what do you think should be the answer for blank 3? Okay, first of all, if you just run through the entire close passage, it is all written in past. It is almost all written in past, and in the given statement also, it is the given statement is also written in past. So you will write this simple past here. Okay, there is absolutely logic which can be applied in grammar as well. Okay, this is called parallelism. All it vouches for is that your entire sentence has to be consistent. That's it. Now, given below are two statements. Hardly can be used to say something that is true or possible. Is that correct? Ask yourself. Is the sentence, she can hardly speak English, correct? Hardly can mean barely. Yes, it can. Okay, there is hardly any food left. Barely ही कुछ बचा है. So this is correct. Next, Hardly is a negative word and should not be used with not or other negatives. I could hardly understand this chapter. I could hardly not understand the chapter. What do you think is correct? What do you think is correct? The former or the latter? It's the former one which is correct. I could hardly understand the chapter already means कि मुझे chapter समझ नहीं आया. If you say I could hardly not understand the chapter, you're saying मुझे chapter समझ नहीं आया. क्यों कॉम्प्लेक्स करना है अपना लाइफ? ओके, हार्डली डज नॉट नीड नॉट, देयर इज, इट्स ऑलरेडी अ नेगेटिव वर्ड. Okay, so these both of these statements are in fact spot on, they are true. Whenever you get such scenarios, just make up a couple of sentences in your head to solve these. Okay, ये सब sentence structure पे हैं. If you are an avid English speaker, these won't be very hard for you, but even if you're not, try to think of sentences in your head before solving or ticking the right option. Okay, next, para jumbles. Okay, we have no time. I will tell you how to solve it very quick. Run through all the sentences and just tell me what sentence will you start your para with. Can you start your para with however? Can you start your para with still? Okay, you've done this before. If you prepare for CAT, you've done this. Okay, one is a follower, the other one is a leader. You must choose a leader. Okay, you've got two leaders that C and D could easily be leaders. Okay, the power of education in transforming communities is a gift that has changed India in the last few decades. India has seen a substantial increase in primary school enrollment due to the right to education. Now, you will just pick the more general statement out of the two. ठीक है, जो जनरल बात कर रहे हैं. Why? Because we go from general to specific in para jumbles. Okay, what do you think is the more general statement? देखो, इधर सिर्फ in general power of education की बात कर रहे हैं, इधर they're talking about right to education, a specific right. Okay, so therefore C is a more general statement than D. Therefore neither of these could be openers except for C. मुझे और कुछ सॉल्व करना ही नहीं पड़ा, आंसर यूं ही आ गया. See, smart work, not hard work. Which of the following are synonyms for the word delineate? Okay, delineate. Okay, इसका again, if you know, otherwise skip it. इसका मतलब होता है कुछ properly or precisely describe करना. So depict and describe are most appropriate synonyms for these words. Next, assertion and reason. Okay, one is labeled as assertion and the other one is reason. You just have to find that. Assertion मतलब ये claim है, reason क्या ये इसका reason appropriate reason है या नहीं, बस. I wish it were possible. This is a statement. I wish it were possible. Okay, assertion क्या है? Claim क्या बोल रहा है? कि despite the fact that the above sentence lacks subject verb concord. मतलब ऊपर सब्जेक्ट वर्ब अग्रीमेंट नहीं हो रहा है, फिर भी ये सेंटेंस करेक्ट है. फिर भी ये सेंटेंस करेक्ट है. करेक्ट है, बताओ. Put it in the comment. No ma'am, I think this is correct because of so and so reason. And then come back and resume the video. What is the potential reason given? It is indeed a correct sentence because. So now you know for sure this indeed is a reason only. Okay, कभी कभी reason की जगह एक और assertion या एक और claim डाल देते हैं, तो इधर इस केस में नहीं हो रहा है. Okay, this is a reason because it is giving you because. Because in subjunctive mood, even singular subject is followed by plural verb. Now you have to revise your moods chapter. Okay, if you need a video on that, just let me know in the comments. I'll make one for you, a very short one. तो subjunctive mood होते हैं सारे hypothetical cases. Hypothetical cases में क्या noun के साथ या subject के साथ plural verb लग सकता है? बिल्कुल लग सकता है. I wish he were here. Okay, he were here. हम subjunctive या hypothetical situations के साथ subject के साथ plural verb बिल्कुल लगाते हैं. So this is also indeed a correct statement. I wish it were possible is correct. I wish it was possible is not correct. Okay, so this indeed is an assertion and The given reason is absolutely the most appropriate reason for the given assertion. Again, if you want a chapter or a video on moods, I'll just make it one for you. It's a very small chapter. Easy. Let's move on. Rearrange the given components to get a meaningful sentence. These are called anagrams. ठीक है, ऊपर क्या था, पैरा जंबल था पीछे. ठीक है, एक पैरा को जंबल किया है, इधर एक सेंटेंस को ही उसके components को जंबल कर दिया है. You just have to unjumble them. Okay. So can the sentence start with D? The eightfold path stood revealed. It can, okay. And either it will start with A. Okay, now I just wanted to run through all of these phrases and just check if there's a relationship. Dissented against the orthodoxy, the eightfold path stood revealed. They do have a relationship. They have a relationship of cause and effect. If something stood revealed, कुछ तो हुआ होगा इसको रिवील करने के लिए. Something happened. Okay, so this might have happened. If you unjumble, it'll be very clear. The Buddha dissented. Dissented मतलब किसी के against जाना. Dissented against the orthodoxy of his time, and the eightfold path stood revealed. Okay, cause and effect is maintained. C should precede D. C. सिर्फ एक ही ऑप्शन में C is preceding C. और नो, दो ऑप्शन में C और D प्रोसीड कर रहे हैं, बट ये दोनों डायरेक्टली नहीं हो सकते हैं. इनके बीच में आएगा ऑफ हिज टाइम, एंड दिस विल बी द मोर proper way of putting the whole sentence together. Okay, now these are all idioms. Fits and starts, in less than no time, once in a blue moon, on the dot. इसमें से अगर एक या दो भी पता है ना तो भी सॉल्व हो जाएगा. You don't need to know all of them. Okay, this is a very common one. Once in a blue moon. My friend meets me once in a blue moon. मतलब एक बार या बहुत कम. Okay, once in a blue moon means rarely. चेक करो सी में फोर्थ कौन सा है, सिर्फ एक ही ऑप्शन है. You got your answer. बाकी भी इजी है. ऑन द डॉट, मीट मी डॉट 9 PM. हाँ, ऑन द डॉट क्या मतलब है? एट द अप्रोप्रिएट टाइम. सेम. Okay, in less than no time, I will show up in less than no time. मतलब मैं अभी आया अभी गया. Same meaning. Okay, in a moment. Even with one, we could have easily solved it. Simple. Okay, next. This is an RC. You just have to solve the RC now. Very small RC and only 2 questions. So you have to understand the RC really well. All great religious teachers of mankind have insisted on this, that man ought to not live for themselves alone. We ought not. They have said to spend all our time in getting just what we want for ourselves. Power and money and importance in the world. We ought to serve something greater than ourselves, whether a god or a cause or a fellow man. सिंपल. हमें अपनी लाइफ और अपने सेल्फिशनेस के बियॉन्ड जीना चाहिए. मे बी सर्व अ गॉड और सर्व योर फेलो मैन. It is by serving this something greater than men will forget themselves and achieve happiness. Okay, people always focus on themselves. They're completely vain and narcissistic individuals. The passage is saying, अपने बाहर देखो. Okay, अपने आप से कुछ और भी अलावा भी कुछ देखो. It is also hardest to learn and practice. In fact, most people have found it much too hard. Okay, chota passage, easy. Now tell me which of the following terms is the closest to the main idea of the passage. क्या देशभक्ति पे था passage? Was it on nationalism? क्या materialism पे था? Materialism यानी ये चीजें पे पसंद, capitalistic, materialistic चीजों से obsession होना, गाड़ी, जूते, कपड़े. Humanism, okay? Humanism यानी इंसानों से. Humanism is everything related to human beings. या altruism. Altruism मतलब दूसरों की मदद करना. Okay, दयालु होना. Okay, altruism is selflessness. क्या उस पे था? Humanism is a very general term. It means anything related to human beings. Whereas altruism is a word used interchangeably with selflessness. Okay, and this passage was indeed about how we should not be selfish and indeed be selfless. So, the correct answer is altruism. Next, what does the passage suggest overall? Okay, I just did. It is not nationalism, humanism. Humanism यानी पूरे हर सबके बीच में humans है, यानी हर चीज, everything revolves around human beings, like humanism और anthropocentricity, okay? यानी हर चीज एक आदमी के अराउंड ही रिवॉल्व करती है. नेचर इज फॉर ह्यूमन बींग्स, एनिमल्स फॉर ह्यूमन बींग्स, planets for human beings. Okay, that is what, is that what the passage is saying? No, it's not. Okay, humanism, again, it is not saying that. So it is talking about altruism. Now it holds altruism as a universal value. Yes, it does. And it puts altruism in the binary world of selfishness. Yes, it does. Okay, we're divided into selfish people, so we should inculcate some altruistic practices in ourselves. Okay, so only C and E can be inferred. All right, this was it. This was the entire verbal section for CMAT paper. If you have any doubts, let us know in the comments. Okay, kindly check your answers after we put in the comments. And if you need any other videos from us, kindly let us know. All right, this was all. Thank you for watching.